we are here with Savannah Eastman, and she also has a sweet little toddler, McCoy, who's running around here. He may or may not pop in, but we wanted to briefly share some of Savannah's story. Many of you who support Pressing On may have read a bit of her story that she graciously shared with us a while ago, but I just wanted to ask Savannah a few questions. So first of all, Savannah, for those of you who have not read your story, would you briefly give a little summary of McCoy's medical history?
McCoy was born with biliary atresia. We did not know he was sick until he was 8 weeks old. Got admitted to the hospital in Alabama. We're originally from Alabama, and went very fast after that. We were in for a week doing testing. The next week we were in having the Kasai, and then was home for a while doing really good, and then started going down. His stomach was distended with ascites, just fluid. He, I think, had 5 pounds of ascites on him on a 6-month-old. So we decided that Alabama does not do living donor, so we decided to come to Pittsburgh, and because we knew he was too sick to wait. So we came to Pittsburgh, and what ended up being a 2-week testing ended up being a 5-month stay with Transplant for my mom, and then a chest tube and a thoracotomy. And anyways, we were finally released, and we have not been in the hospital except for a double ear infection since we've been home, which has been great. And he's been doing very well, stable, and hopefully this is our last trip to Pittsburgh. And ready for that. We will miss seeing everybody, but we're ready to be back in Alabama permanently.
So we met Savannah at the hospital actually when McCoy was having his liver transplant. So that's how we met, and we were just honored to get to know each other and have become friends. So what did it feel like when you found out you were going to have to come to Pittsburgh? There really wasn't time. You needed to get to Pittsburgh, a different city that you didn't know. How did that feel?
It was scary, very, very scary. I'm a homebody. I grew up in a very small town of 1,100 people. So coming to a big city and not know, even though it was going to only be 2 weeks, we still had it in the back of our mind, this may be longer than what we anticipate. But we got here, and everybody just helped us made us feel at home, the nurses and the doctors, and we knew we were in the right place. And thankfully I did have my mom with me. If it would have just been me, it would have been even scarier. But having each other, I think we made it work.
Yeah, you did. They're a great team. How did we as an organization help you, and why do you think it's an important thing to have an organization like Pressing On? We're not medical professionals, we're not counselors. How do you think that is important, and how it helped you?
Well, one of the things was you thought of a lot of things that we did not think of, like the mattress pad and just things like that, because of you having the experience of being in the hospital, and then your organization having the ability to do those things for people. We were able to get things we didn't even think of, and then just have that support that, since we were so far from home, we're 12 hours away from home, having that support system while you're that far away, especially with people who've been through the same thing, been through the transplant life and the struggles of that. It really helped us just kind of have somebody to talk to, and even just to text you and say, hey, it's been a bad day. Like that just really helped, because I'm very close knit with my people, and I needed that here.
Oh, well, I've loved getting to know you too. And lastly, some of the families who may be watching this may be in the hospital right now. Maybe they've been there for a long time. They might be there for a long time. They just don't know it. Do you have any advice to any of these families?
Just keep pushing, keep pressing on. It's rough. It stinks having to sleep on that cot, bed, couch, whatever it is, made out of plastic and no foam or anything, but it will get better, and just keep relying on God. And if you need anything, call Pressing On, because they can help you. They'll be that alliance for you if you are far from home, or even if you're not and you don't have, especially during COVID, you can't have people come visit you. You can't have, maybe only one parent can be there. Whatever your situation may be, and just rely on them and lean on them for support, because they will help.